Time to get the weekend started with Friday Night Baseball from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Bob Gibson, the Nebraska native, will be the starter on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Stepping up now, Joe Morgan. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Here comes the first pitch. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball one. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch for a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And this is fouled at the plate.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, and the leadoff man is gone to start the evening. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. This guy's got over 1,700 RBIs. Watch him go to work when there's a runner in scoring position. It's an art form to try to figure out how to drive in runs, and he's figured that out.
Digging in, Jeff Bagwell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Smith is there. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
Junior Moore.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Junior Moore. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Hard on the ground towards short. Smith is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. It's the Cubs nothing. Cards coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Dan O'Neill gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
Standing in, Ozzie Smith. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A knuckler that just missed too low. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team needs to keep their focus. Short road trips have a tendency to sneak up on you. Next thing you know, you drop 2 or 3 games, and then you're back in your home ballpark. They have to find a way to go out there and execute all facets of the game and squeak a few of these wins out.
So 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. To his right, Ripken. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. And now here's Mike Matheny's starting lineup for the Redbirds. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Matt, you take a look at both these lineups. They got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. Both these guys can execute and have a chance to go deep in this game and turn it over to bullpen. Somebody is going to have to get that big 2-out knock with runners in scoring position.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's ahead with a knuckleball right over the outside corner. Pham, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Heading out towards shallow right. Junior's coming in. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third, center fielder, Jim Edmonds.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in the veteran center fielder, Jim Edmonds. First delivery to him on the way. A knuckleball right over the middle of the plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back up the middle. Oh, what a stop. The first got him. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. The next Cub up, Babe Ruth, coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League.
Babe Ruth.
Here comes the first pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
So in now for Chicago, Ken Griffey Jr. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
The 2-1 home. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he could put up similar numbers in this one.
Stepping into the box, Mike Piazza, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Two and 1 to Piazza.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually a quality take.
Now the 2-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Calling for it, Edmonds. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tony Perez. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd.
Tony Perez.
First offering on its way. Here's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Hit sharply toward the right side. On his junior, but this is a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Dan, I can't begin to tell you how hard it is to hit a knuckleball. I almost wanted to tell the manager to give me a day off.
You know what's so difficult about it, too? You know, there aren't a lot of batting practice pitches that can throw a knuckleball, so you really can't prepare for it. You can prepare for the fastball, the curve, the slider, even the split, but I don't know of any batting practice pitchers that throw the knuckleball.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a knuckleball over the outside corner.
1-1.
Here's the 0-2. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. sent out to straightaway center field. Moore is after it. One away.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Here's Jed Jerko now. 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looks at a knuckleball that finds the bottom of the strike zone. Working for the punch out and the offering. Grounded to third. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5 to 4 to 3 to end the threat. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. At the plate, Mike Schmidt. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. And he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
The pitcher, Dan O'Neill, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
1-0 pitch on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Edmonds moves over. 1 down.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
So striding forward for his first opportunity, Cal Ripken, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he'll get back in standing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And a fastball flew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now, Joe Morgan, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Here it comes, 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Three and 0 now. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeff Bagwell. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First offering on its way. Way in front of that fastball. This year against right-handed pitching, Bagwell hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer. If he puts somebody else on, we'll see if he can find it.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We played 2.5, no score on the show. Digging in, Marcell Ozuna. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Marcell Ozuna.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. The 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw over by Schmidt is right there for route number 1. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Morgan over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Bob Gibson.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Bob Gibson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Swing and a miss on the old flutter ball, even at 1-1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Fouled off. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Now in the box, Junior Moore. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
0-1 the count. And he misses with it. 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The 3-1. Swing and a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Babe Ruth. He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
First things first, here's the throw over. Just keeping him close. First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Moore on at first, nobody out.
Counts even at 1-1 to Ruth.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Here's the 1-1. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Perez, he's under it as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Ken.
So one away here in the Chicago 4th, and here comes Junior. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing a single could be all it takes to push a run across.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Oh, 2 pitch to Junior. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Mike Piazza, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Way in front of a great slider that time.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 1-2. Skied down the left field line. Pham giving chase. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Striding in once again, Ozzie Smith. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt to first pitch. First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And it's 1-2 to the Wizard. And And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Tommy Pham. Lays off 1-0. For the current campaign, Pham is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Two balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Moore is under it. He's got it, and there are two down now. So with two gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. So bases are empty here with two gone, and stepping in the veteran center fielder Jim Edmonds. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And there's a base hit on the line. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the fourth as that extends the inning.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knuckleball bobbing and weaving right over the outside corner. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Gets ahead with a knuckleball right over the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Stays alive. Still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Tapped up the third base line. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Ready for another chance. Mike Schmidt. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Mike Schmidt.
First delivery to him on the way. Squared that one up just a little late. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Standing in now, Dan O'Neill. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
And it's fouled away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. He'll try again. 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will behind that pitch, considering he has 2 strikes on him. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. 2-2 pitch just missed. And he fouls this one off. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-0 home. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Strike taken, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
O'Neill leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Back to the top of the order now. And here comes an important cog in the big red machine, Joe Morgan. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Fouled away. Hit hard, but foul.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready with the 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through into left field for a base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, it's been tough to score in this one so far through the 5th inning, but that RBI base hit right there is a nice breakthrough.
Yeah, it's been a great pitcher's duel up until this point. They've been executing on the bump without question, but that RBI knock right there might set the tone for the later innings.
Stepping in now, Jeff Bagwell. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 1-0. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Bagwell. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box now, Junior Moore. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
In now, Babe Ruth. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a heads-up play to get back to first, as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. Line towards center field. Edmonds is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just one run. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Now at the plate, Jed Jerko. Here comes the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Windup and the 0-1. A frustrated swing and miss at a knuckleball.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just had a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
So coming to the plate, Yadier Molina flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch on its way. Line to the right side. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Into the box, Bob Gibson. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Ozuna at second. Molina on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. Ready for another shot now, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs' half of the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
Ready once again, Mike Piazza. No hits to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The 0-1 on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this will be foul. Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Hit out towards second. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Mike Schmidt, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. And through just 5 innings, he's coming up on 100 pitches now.
Yeah, Matty, I think one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up. And D-Row, if you're the offense right now, you're sitting in a pretty good spot.
Yeah, usually the starting pitcher doesn't get to see the lineup 3 times through. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a move made to the bullpen here.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
He's up to 100 pitches now, but he's still bringing the fastball pretty good. Nothing about that last throw tells me he's wearing down right now.
Here's the 0-2. And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Fouled off. Another 2-2 offering. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
So striding in, Dan O'Neill. From the stretch. A high fastball is in there.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now back. Shortstop.
Ready now, Cal Ripken. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 1-0. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Now the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Griffey over at second. Piazza at first. 2 out in the inning. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Ozuna is under it. And that retires the side. Cubs strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. And they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a knuckleball that finds the highest part of the zone. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Griffey waits on it. 1 down.
The batter, left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Ready once again, Tommy Pham. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a knuckleball giggling at him over the inside corner. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Bases are empty, one man out. Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are two gone.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Digging in and looking for more, Jim Edmonds. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch on its way. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. The knuckleball's his out pitch, but it misses 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Tyler Lyons is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 70, Tyler Lyons.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Joe Morgan. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 1-2. His fastball taken high for a ball. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking, strike 3.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Ready for another shot now, Jeff Bagwell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lyons, 30 years of age. He was a 9th round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Nope. And the changeup is way low that time. One out, nobody on. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Junior Moore. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
The 0-1 on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Cubs are down quietly, but they're up 1-0. Digging in once again, Tony Perez. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. And now Dennis Eckersley begins to loosen in the bullpen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Popped him up. Bagwell has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Matt Carpenter.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Bounce to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Jed Jerko.
Digging in to try it again, Jed Jerko. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
That jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
In there at the letters 0-1.
D-Rock.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only one strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 for the ledger? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Brett Cecil has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
27, Brett Cecil.
Ready for another chance? Babe Ruth. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the line at first. Perez gloves it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, right fielder.
Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. The next Cub up, Ken Griffey Jr. Last time up he was hit by a pitch. First pitch on its way.
Nope,
and that one stayed too low apparently. Cecil is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about.
Takes a knee-high fastball. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Mike Piazza is on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so a double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Stepping in now, Mike Piazza, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. Swing at a high pop, drifting into foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. A good old-fashioned Midwest battle here in St. Louis with the visiting Cubs leading the Cardinals here in the 8th as you take a look at our line score to this point. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and in steps all-time Philly great Mike Schmidt. He's set. Here it comes. And a breaking ball stays outside. a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Cecil's ready. Here he comes on 2-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Ozuna is under it, and the inning is over. Cubs strand one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. The next to bat for St. Louis, Marcell Ozuna. He singled his last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike two. The 1-2 is back up the middle and into center field. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
You can't ask for anything more than getting the leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
Set to deliver the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. The 0-2 home. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Left field and deep. Ruth racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
Jose Martinez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 38, Jose Martinez.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Two and 0. Two-0 count. The pitch is taken. Strike one.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
The 2-1. Fouled off. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Grounder down the line at third. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he will take strike 3 called as those runners stay put at second and third, and there's one away now.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense. It's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
And now the runner breaks for the plate, and the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Lee Smith will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jorge Polanco is also into the ball game, and still hitting the number 8 spot here.
Now playing third base and batting in the 8th spot, number 12, Jorge Polanco.
Riding in once again, Tommy Pham. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. That's inside. 2-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation. That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking beaver.
And it misses. 3-1 now. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And he has just given them the lead late as this is down for extra bases.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
In now, Jim Edmonds, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Has a look, now the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that's through for a base hit. And a very important insurance run comes around to score from second.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Perez. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We've played 8 full. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Cubs 1. The Gateway Arch illuminated at night here in St. Louis. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. Matt Bowman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Now at the plate, Jorge Polanco. He'll be charged with trying to get on board, leading off the ninth.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
No balls and 1 strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 2-2. In the dirt. Did he go around? Yes, he did. The throw down to first, 1 away.
The batter, number 8, shortstop.
Now at the plate, Cal Ripken. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joe Morgan. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. He's around first, heading for 2.
And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, the pitcher gives up the double. He can't do anything about that now. He just needs to put it behind him and focus on the man at the plate. If he takes care of him, the game is over. On the other hand, if he gives up a bomb, this thing is tied. It's getting a little dicey.
Into the box, Jeff Bagwell. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Down the first baseline. Perez has it, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and the Holmes crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. St. Louis crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Brett Cecil claims the win out of the pen, his first. Dan O'Neill pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Matt Bowman records the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run, 5 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout of 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely. Have a good night.
Happy Saturday. As they nab the win against the visiting